Good evening. I'm here today to talk to you about how awesome I am. I am very awesome. So awesome, in fact, that I can't contain my awesomeness in just my body. It projects itself into other things, such as chocolate cake. So, um, you might be asking, well, when did you first realize you were awesome? It's a good question. I think probably sometime when I was in the womb, I was, just chilling, surrounded by awesome fluid and like kicking around and, just overall being cool. And I probably looked around and was like, man, I'm pretty awesome. But, I think I forgot about that for a while. Like when I was a little kid, like, just sort of once I was out on the outside, I was just trying to figure out stuff around me. And, it'd be good, actually, if one of my parents was here to, talk about my very early childhood awesomeness. But unfortunately, um, the last time I was with my mother, I forgot to get her to do that. So, sadly, it's just me to talk about it. And I don't really remember much before I was like about 3 or so. But I do have I do have a few stories my mother told me, such as she said once I was about 1 year old, I was really good at screaming to get people's attention, and I would scream for no apparent reason, not like a crying like I need something scream, but just like I just thought it was fun. I discovered my lungs or whatever, and it was pretty cool. Um, Later on in my 1 year old phase, or maybe earlier than that, I don't know, but the first time that I had solid food, my mother informs me that I literally jumped into the food because there was a plate of spaghetti lying on a counter, and I guess she was holding me, and I like squirmed out from her grip and jumped into the spaghetti and began devouring it because I was a little monster. Um, Scene missing. When I was like 4, uh, I walked through a glass door in Michigan. That was fun. I don't really particularly remember doing it. I know I did it, but I don't remember exactly like what sensations I felt or anything. I do remember sort of the glass shattering around me and, kind of being like, oh, that was weird or something, but whatever the 4-year-old equivalent of that is. Um, so yeah, at some point around that same time, maybe 3 or 4, I decided I was going to jump over a campfire when we were camping, and I missed and landed in the campfire. Um, there was another time much later that I fell off a roof, but I landed in a vine, or a bunch of vines, and one of the vines slashed my eye open. But if it hadn't been for the vines, I probably would have like hit the ground and died, or at least like broken a bunch of bones or something. So thankfully the vines were there to catch me. Um, let's see, what other awesome thing. Oh, when I was in first grade, I played Santa Claus. That was my first actual acting role, other than just my usual around the house performances of things. One thing I liked to do a lot when I was a kid was make up songs and sing them in the car and in the house and other places. Um, Whereas my father did not like people to make noise in the car, so we kind of had a constant clash of person who wants to sing and make noise and person who wants people to not be singing or making noise. So we would occasionally compromise, meaning like he would let me sing for a short period of time before he told me to be quiet or he was going to smack me. I had my chances to, like on long trips. We drove from Maryland to Texas when I was almost 6 years old. Actually, I turned 6 on the trip. Um, and he let me sing my song I made up called Going Home to Texas, which I don't really remember any of the lyrics for except for Going Home to Texas, which I repeated quite a bit. And he let me do that for a little while before giving me that look like that's enough or you will be harmed. So, around that time I also made up a song called Humpty Dumpty Dragon that was that was to the tune of Puff the Magic Dragon. So, you know, that was good. Let's see, what else? Oh, well, a little bit older than that, my brothers and I decided to take a bath together while this babysitter was over. And we made the bathtub overflow and, like, flood the bathroom and come down through the ceiling into the kitchen. That was fun. Let's see. Well, that, you know, that covers some of my early awesomeness. I don't know if, you know, well, you know, I guess I'll save further awesomeness to another video. But just to sum up, I'm awesome, and I've been awesome for a long time. So if there's any doubts about my awesomeness, let those be, like, squelched by this informative video. And remember that not all chocolate cakes are created equal, and long live the awesome. Good night.
Are you talking?
No.